this episode. Today, we're diving into a topic that's really reshaping software development. Not just making it faster or smarter, but changing how we think about building software altogether.
Yeah, it's fascinating because this isn't about AI replacing developers. It's about developers evolving, becoming co-creators with AI, orchestrators of intelligence rather than just coders hammering out lines.
Exactly. And if you're a developer, a tech leader, or even just curious about where software is headed, this conversation will probably shift how you see coding forever.
So let's start by defining what AI-assisted software development really means. At its core, it's using AI tools to help with writing code, debugging, generating ideas, refactoring, and documenting projects.
Right, but the real shift isn't just what AI does. It's how developers think while building software now. The old loop was pretty straightforward. Think, code, debug, repeat.
And now it's more like think, ask AI, evaluate the output, build, and then refine. You're not just coding anymore. You're guiding an intelligent system. That changes the bottleneck from syntax mastery to clarity of thought.
Yeah, clarity of thought and problem framing become the real skills. It's a mental model shift. Developers are no longer just manual coders, but intelligence guides.
That leads us to the next big change, the shift from coder to architect and AI orchestrator. Historically, being a good developer meant writing efficient, clean code.
But now, the highest value lies in system design, framing problems well, making decisions, and guiding AI effectively. AI can already generate functions, APIs, UI components, and suggest fixes.
So the question is, where do you still matter? The answer is in problem framing, system design, trade-offs, validation, basically the architectural thinking.
I like the analogy here. AI is the engine, and you're the driver. Without clear direction, the engine just spins its wheels.
That's a great way to put it. And it means developers need to master trade-offs and validation more than just raw coding.
Speaking of workflows, let's walk through a real-world example. Imagine building a React app with authentication and a dashboard.
Traditionally, you'd open your editor, write code from scratch, debug manually, maybe search Stack Overflow for help.
Now, you start with AI. First, you think, what exactly do you want to build? Then you ask AI something like, generate a React app with authentication and dashboard.
Then comes the judge step, critically evaluating the AI's output. Is the structure correct? Is it scalable? Secure?
And finally, accomplish, modify, integrate, deploy. This loop, think, ask, judge, accomplish, is what the TAJ model is all about.
The speed and quality of this loop improve with practice, but it hinges heavily on the quality of your prompts.
Absolutely. That brings us to tools and prompt engineering. Everyone knows tools like GitHub Copilot, ChatGPT, Cursor, Claude, Replit AI.
But the story isn't the tools themselves, it's how you use them. For example, a vague prompt like write a login function will get you a generic output.
Whereas a better prompt might be write a secure login system using JWT, include validation, error handling, and explain trade-offs.
And the best prompt could be generate a scalable authentication module for a SaaS app with role-based access, explain architecture, and suggest improvements.
That really highlights how AI rewards clarity and specificity. Prompt engineering is becoming a core developer skill.
It's a shift from coding syntax to precise communication and system thinking.
But there are pitfalls. One big mistake is blind trust, copying AI-generated code without understanding it.
Yeah, that leads to bugs, security flaws, and poor architecture. Then there's lazy prompting, vague inputs that yield weak outputs.
And no validation. AI is powerful but fallible. You have to verify everything rigorously.
Plus, overdependence. If AI disappears, can you still build? If not, you're not really learning.
The rule is simple. Use AI to accelerate thinking, not replace it.
Looking ahead, the future is pretty interesting. Developers will manage multiple AI agents simultaneously.
Code bases will be partially AI generated. Debugging and testing will be heavily AI assisted or automated.
But the biggest shift? Ideas and problem framing will matter more than implementation details, which are increasingly automated.
So the critical question becomes, Can you think clearly, define problems well, and guide AI effectively?
Those who can will build faster and more effectively. Those who can't risk being left behind.
So what should you do now? First, use AI daily, not occasionally, to build fluency.
Improve your prompting skills. Be specific, structured, and clear.
Always validate AI outputs. Never trust blindly.
Focus on fundamentals. Data structures, system design, logic remain essential.
And think in systems, not just isolated functions.
Most importantly, adopt the mindset that you're not competing with AI, but with people who use AI better than you.
That mindset is crucial for staying relevant and productive.
To wrap up, AI-assisted development isn't some distant future. It's already here.
The question isn't if I will change software development, but whether you'll evolve with it.
Start small, think clearly, use AI wisely, and accomplish more with AI.
Remember, you're not just coding, you're co-creating and orchestrating AI to build better software.
Thanks for joining us today. We hope this gives you a fresh perspective on the evolving role of developers in the AI era.
Until next time.